In this video, you'll learn about the Calvert K-8 curriculum, lesson manuals, the layout of daily lessons, and the importance of daily checkpoints. A Calvert education is a balance of tradition and innovation. The fundamentals of reading, writing, and mathematics ingrained during kindergarten through 5th grade pave the way for greater independence and individual expression in grades 6 through 12. All of this ensures students acquire the knowledge to face the challenges and opportunities of today's global society. More than anything else, the Calvert legacy is one of academic excellence that fosters a love of learning that lasts a lifetime. The Calvert K-8 program delivers a top-quality learning experience that is based on a comprehensive and highly regarded curriculum. Students master the core subjects of language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies through a rigorous curriculum that correlates to many national, state, and other academic standards. Music and the arts are added to ensure no gaps in instruction. The curriculum adheres to a general to specific approach in which subjects are addressed at several different levels with increasing detail as students move through the levels. Curriculum content created by Calvert is the intellectual property of Calvert Education Services. The curriculum also incorporates content from educational partners with whom contractual relationships have been forged. The whole of the curriculum content is reserved for the use of Calvert's enrolled student population and its intended function is not intended for general use. This screenshot is a sample of our kindergarten curriculum. The Calvert K-8 program is a hybrid model consisting of a time-tested curriculum and a blend of a traditional and 21st century tools. A student's course consists of lesson manuals, textbooks, workbooks, novels for grades 3 through 8, and science kits for grades 1 through 8. Calvert has integrated technology with textbooks and traditional resources to provide the student with a dynamic, fun, and enriching learning experience. Here's a testimonial from one of our partner schools who uses Calvert. She highlights that the curriculum is challenging, yet complete, and provides a solid foundation in learning. It also contains daily lesson plans and supplemental online resources for a rich learning experience. And she highlights that their school is able to individualize according to each student's learning style. Here are a couple of why parents chose Calvert. On the left, this family chose Calvert because they found that it allowed their family to homeschool without stress because the lessons were already planned for them. And on the right, this family found that the curriculum was taught by or written by experts, and they liked the variety of the teaching techniques. The lesson manuals are a very important concept. The lesson manuals are a very important component of the Calvert K-8 curriculum. They provide complete, organized, step-by-step daily plans for all subjects so that the supervising teacher and the learning guide can carefully target instruction to meet the specific needs of each student. Lesson manuals are delivered in both print and online versions, with the latter containing rich embedded instructional resources and links. The information provided in the front matter of a lesson manual will help to make a course a pleasant and worthwhile experience for the supervising teacher, the learning guide, and the student, as it contains a course outline for each subject, instructions on how to use the manual, a suggested daily schedule, and tips for the learning guide. The lesson manuals weave instruction from one subject to the next to help students retain information and build a solid academic foundation. Each lesson manual contains 160 lessons. The core and Calvert math lessons are divided into 8 sets of 20 lessons consisting of 19 instructional lessons and 1 test lesson. A day of review has been built in after 9 instructional lessons. This is referred to as a review lesson in the lesson manual. The core and Calvert math lesson manuals are written to the learning guides and pre-kindergarten through 5th grades. In 6th through 8th grades, although learning guides should be actively involved daily, the manuals directly address the student, encouraging independent study and greater responsibility. If your school uses the Math in Focus program, the math lessons are organized differently from the other Calvert Core courses because they are unit-based, chapter-based. This means there is not a set number of lessons per unit. Some units may have 11 lessons, while others may have 6. All Math in Focus lesson manuals are written to the student. However, like the other Calvert courses, the learning guide will need to work alongside the student to teach the lesson. The learning guide sections, circled here in red, in a lesson provide additional help for the learning guide, including math, background, common errors, tips, reteaching strategies, and ideas for how to teach a concept. One of the many accolades Calvert receives about its K-8 curriculum is the integration of skills and concepts across curricular areas. For example, reading skills are integrated into the content lessons. Here you see how vocabulary development is integrated into a science lesson. Vocabulary is also highly emphasized in social studies and mathematics. As students read their textbooks, they are encouraged to effectively use text features shown here on the right. Students reflect in learning through oral discussions with their learning guides or teachers, as well as writing in journals. The Calvert curriculum allows students to be actively involved in their learning. Students interact with physical materials such as math manipulatives and science labs. They also discuss their thinking and receive feedback from an adult. Since Calvert serves K-8 students, the experience depends on the interaction with the responsible adult or learning guide. Computer and technology applications are integrated throughout the courses as appropriate. Students participate in online instructional videos to learn how to create documents, spreadsheets, and databases. They then apply the learning in math, science, social studies, and reading lessons. Here's an example of how a 2nd grade might use a spreadsheet in an actual science activity. At the end of each lesson, students complete a curriculum checkpoint to confirm understanding of content and process. Checkpoints are located online and are auto-graded. The supervising teacher and the learning guides will be able to see the students' results. This will help you to determine the needs of the students.